Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the 1987 Supermod. I'm your host, as always, Brad Drake, and this is my AWA save. Today, ladies and gentlemen, we just finished up television tapings in Minneapolis. Before that, we were in Milwaukee at a tour, and we are heading back down for the next tour date, which is going to be in Chicago. That's going to kick off on Friday night here in the first week of November. But before we get to Chicago, we're going to stop off in Racine, Wisconsin and do another spot show. So, this spot show, folks, is going to be held at the Washington Park High School located in Racine, Wisconsin. For those of you that are AWA fans, you will know that Washington Park High School was used often by the AWA for spot shows. So consider this another fundraiser for the Washington Park High School in Racine, Wisconsin. So let's check out our backstage incidents. Larry Zbyszko doing some protege work with Mike Tolis, and we have some protege work also going on with Baron von Raschke and Kevin Collins. So we'll go ahead and close that out. Let's take a look and see who's absent. Doesn't look like anybody's going to affect us here that's absent. And ladies and gentlemen, at this point, we are going to cut Tony Leone and Tony Parisi loose. The WWF has them blocked up just about every single day. We can very rarely use either one of them. So it's time we just cut ties, especially with the amount of new enhancement talent we have coming in. So that's how we're going to handle that. Now let's take a look at our card for the evening. So here we are at Washington Park High School in Racine, Wisconsin. We're coming to them live and in living color. We're going to get them some money raised for their athletic program. And here is the card we're going to deliver their way. Penny Mitchell is going to face off against Wendi Richter. The Texas Hangmen are going to battle Russ Francis and Alan West. Buddy Wolfe is going to lock horns with DJ Peterson. Mike Graham is going to face Nelson Royal for the World Light Heavyweight title. The Russians and Sheik Adnan al-Kaissey are going to pair up to battle the Guerrero Brothers in six-man tag action. And in our main event, Jimmy Snuka is going to face Larry Zbyszko. You know what time it is. Let's get to booking. All right, Mitchell versus former ladies champion Wendi Richter. It's going to be a 12-minute bout. And this would actually be a very nice way to kick off a spot show with a good ladies match like this. These two women can work. Wendi Richter is going to go over here. We are booked. Our next bout is going to be that tag match. Let's check the times. We haven't done enough of these yet where they're second nature. This is going to be a 14-minute bout, and it's going to be Francis and Alan West versus the Texas Hangman. There's Alan West. There's Russ Francis. This one's going 14 minutes, and we are going to leave it wide open, and we'll let the AI decide who's going to win that one. This is a really good card for a spot show, and very similar to what a spot show card would look like. You'd have one or two big matches, and the rest would be lower named wrestlers. In this case, we got quite a few big names on this card to keep things interesting. And it's just another way to get our people work. So Buddy Wolfe versus DJ Peterson. Another 14-minute bout here. There is Buddy Wolfe. And where are you, DJ Peterson? There you are. We found you. We're going to leave this one open-ended. We'll let the AI decide who's going to win this one. Either one of these guys winning this match is good, and either one of them losing, it's not going to hurt them. So that's actually a good experience match for DJ Peterson. Now this one is going to be a lot of fun. This is the one we're probably going to chase around the tour as soon as we shift over to the new tour schedule. And we may even do it before we shift over to the new tour schedule. We've recently turned Mike Graham babyface. He's actually available to us here on this Thursday night from Florida. And Nelson Royal has held that World Light Heavyweight title now for a while. And Nelson Royal is going to go over here, and he's going to do it by cheating. So you know this hot spot show crowd raising money for the Washington Park High School athletic program is going to like this one. Next, we got our big six-man, which is going to be the Russians and al-Kaissey. If you remember a while back, we said we were going to start doing more six-man tags, and this is a good way to have one. Think about it. We're paying Sheik Adnan and al-Kaissey anyway if we were going to have the Russians tag. So he's managing them anyway, so we might as well get him in there. And we are going to have Chavo, Eddie, and Hector. I think this one bumps us up to 18 minutes. Yeah, it does. I just listened to a Jim Brunzell recent shoot interview with Mick Karch and one of the other old AWA personalities. And he talked about how he still talks to Sheik Adnan al-Kaissey. And the Sheik lives in Hawaii now. He's like 82 or 83 years old. And he said how good a shape al-Kaissey is still in. And he's in really good health for a man his age and for a man that did this for a living as long as he did. So good for Sheik Adnan. All right, we're going to leave this one open-ended too, just for the heck of it. And our main event, folks, is Snuka versus Zbyszko. And this one's going to go 25. There's Larry Zbyszko. We'll go ahead and plug him in. And a spot show like this, we have to send the fans home happy. So Jimmy Snuka is definitely getting the win here. And this one is booked out. So we're just under 2 hours here, folks, which is perfect timing for a spot show. This is a solid card for our local fans here in Racine. I have no doubt this will be a sellout. Obviously, it's going to be a sellout. But this is a great spot show. This is a nice card and a great spot show. Let's go ahead and start the show. There we go. Wendi Richter gets that win. And Alan West and Russ Francis go over the Texas Hangman. Only scores a 31. We know why. All four of these men are not very over in the territory. Actually, we're going to have to edit Russ Francis because Russ Francis was more over in the territory. I mean, he tagged with Jimmy Snuka at Super Clash 2. Everybody remembers that. And Buddy Wolfe versus DJ Peterson. And Peterson gets the win over Wolfe. This one scores a 50. Very nice. They actually got bumped up on a score. Peterson, of course, is fatigued. Wolfe is declining physical ability. But we got a 50 overall, so that's pretty nice work. And we get a 66 overall for Royal and Graham. I think I did forget to make that a technical masterclass. Of course, we got this stupid holding back crap that they do in this game that I've never cared for, but there's not much you can do about that besides changing the attributes of the wrestlers to adjust, and I think that's Dynamo. But this is a nice match for the World Light Heavyweight title. Good, that feud will be good. Nice, here we go. Ooh, the heels got the win. And look at that. al-Kaissey got the win over Hector with the Indian Deathlock. So, nice match. 71 overall. Well done. Exactly what we're looking for. And imagine that. We did sell out Washington Park High School. And our main event gets a big score at 86. There you go. That's a nice balance between the two. That's a terrific score. The Superfly gets the win. Very nice. Excellent. So let's go ahead and finish the show. We scored an 80 overall, but no popularity changes. I wonder if that's because I have these shows as specials. I wonder if that has anything to do with it. I also makes me wonder that if you score low, if it doesn't hurt you either. If you know, viewers, if any of you know, please drop a line in the comments and let me know. That would be an interesting thing to know because that could open up lots of other opportunities to do spot shows. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to finish up here. We're going to go back to the main screen and we are going to close out on our spreadsheet and get back over to tour because that's what we're going to be recording next. And as you can see, for tour date 104, we are heading back to Chicago. We have been running the UIC Pavilion. We will continue to run the UIC Pavilion. And again, what a stacked card we have going here. So let's take a look and see if anything interesting has happened here. Chris Markoff and Steve Regal win the PWA tag title. Steve Regal, as you know, as you actually may or may not know, depending how old you are, but Steve Regal was in the AWA for a long time. He held the World Light Heavyweight title, and he also held the AWA World Tag title with Jimmy Garvin. We may attempt to bring Steve Regal back here. He's also the headliner for Windy City at this point, Windy City Pro Wrestling. He was their heavyweight champion. I don't think he is anymore in the game here, but he was their heavyweight champion. So let's take a look at our mail here. Yes, Tony Leone is injured. And let's take a look at our incoming here. And that is all of our enhancement talent that we're bringing in. So I'll take care of that off camera. But on screen here, we are going to release Tony Leone and Tony Parisi because neither one of these guys are ever available to us. So Leone is released and Tony Parisi is also released. Let's go ahead and adjust our roster here. Enhancement. So there they are. You can see they're both white there because we don't use them. We will plug two of the new guys in here. And actually the best way to do this is to shuffle them around. And then that way it changes things up. So we'll change up Robertson and Milliman too towards the bottom here. And then we'll plug the new guys in where Robinson and Milliman were. Just helps to shake things up a little bit. You don't have to do that if you don't want to, and you're safe. If you even keep a spreadsheet, who knows? But like I said, I like to mix things up and keep things interesting. So we took care of that. Let's go ahead and delete that from our notepad. Let's take care of Russ Francis' popularity here too, because that's kind of irritating me. Russ Francis was more over than that. He was an NFL star. People knew who he was. So, Russ Francis here, popularity. Great Lakes, he's only at a 18, and Midwest only at a 17. I created him into the game too. I probably should have done a better job with this. So let's bump him up to a 45. I mean, he headlined Super Clash 2. And we'll do that for all our territories. It's only fair. There we go. So this is more realistic now. And in case any of you ever have to do this with your own wrestlers, that's exactly how you do it. All right, that'll take us back to the main screen here. Let's take a look around and see if there's anything interesting taking place here. Wrestling Spotlight. The Islanders have still not turned heel yet. So you got the Ultimate Warrior with them in a 6-man. That's always interesting. Here's the WWF Live Event Tour. Main event of Honky Tonk Man versus Patera. Nice. Where are they at here? Oh, they're at the Beaumont Civic Center in Texas. And you got a lot of enhancement talent here. Oh my goodness. Jimmy Jack Funk versus Salvatore Bellomo in a cage. Oh. And another cage match too. 2 enhancement talents. This Jim Young guy was a monster though. Man, what an awful show. They still got an 83 overall. Wow. Again, folks, I'm actually playing 6.0 because that's what my save was. So you in 7, you're not going to be dealing with things as poor as this. So that's always a good thing. All right, now we are going to go and travel back into time, and we are traveling to March 17th, 1981, to the Florida territory of Championship Wrestling from Florida, who ran that day at the Fort Homer Hesterly Armory in Tampa, Florida. The NWA Heavyweight Champion of the World who was Harley Race, defeated Mr. Wrestling 2 in a lights out match. Barry Windham, who was subbing for Dusty Rhodes, and Mike Graham beat the Assassins. Now, which version of the Assassins that was, I am not sure, but I have a feeling that probably was Jody Hamilton and Tom Renesto. Dory Funk Jr. beat Bugsy McGraw. R.T. Tyler beat Mandy Fernandez. Dick Slater beat Sweet Brown Sugar. Sergeant Jacques Goulet beat El Gran Apollo. And Nikolai Volkov defeated Reggie Parks. That, ladies and gentlemen, was Championship Wrestling from Florida for March 17th, 1981. Thank you for participating in this edition of the History Corner. This concludes our episode, ladies and gentlemen. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to our channel, like our channel, and share our channel. Get the word out there. Help us continue to grow. We grow every single day, and we'd like to continue growing even more. Also, if you'd like to talk about this mod with us, go ahead and go to facebook.com/groups/1987supermod. That's facebook.com/groups/1987supermod. We'd love to have you join us and talk about your 7.0 save. And for those of you that do not have the Supermod version 7.0 just yet, go ahead and travel over to braddrake.net. That's my website. That's me. I'm Brad Drake. And drop me a line, and I'll be more than happy to send you the Google Drive link where you can download not only the picture pack, but also the database. Thanks for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen, and so long for now.